It's interesting, isn't it? How the mind, it has ways of shifting, slipping between layers of experience, sometimes without you even noticing it. One part of you can be fully immersed in something, a memory, a feeling, an old echo of the past, while another part of you just steps back, observing it from a distance, detached, safe, as if it's happening to someone else. Far enough away, it almost feels like a dream you once had and forgot until now. Isn't it curious how that happens automatically, without effort, without trying? A spontaneous kind of protection that allows you to stay right here, grounded, while that other part just drifts. It's always been this way, hasn't it? The mind creating time bubbles, little pockets of space where emotions, experiences and memories are held, waiting for the right moment to unfold. Some of those bubbles, they stay quiet for years. Others, they float to the surface when you least expect them, triggered by a familiar sound, a fleeting glance, or something as subtle as the way the light falls at just the right angle. And suddenly it feels like you're back there again, reacting to something that no longer exists in your present, but it still echoes in your nervous system. Yet here's the beautiful part, the part that changes everything. When you realize you've been reacting to shadows, projections of old moments, you can step outside of it. Not just once, but as often as you like walking around a sculpture, seeing it from every angle until you find the perfect perspective, one that makes you feel stronger, lighter, clearer. And the deeper truth is, every tool that you ever created, every interface, every construct, it's just a reflection of the way your mind already works. Your neurology, it's a tool using genius. It evolved that way. Every time you've picked up something, a pencil, a lever, a control panel, you've felt it, haven't you? That surge of confidence, knowing you're no longer at the mercy of your environment. You've taken charge of it, you've shaped it. And the same thing happens here. The moment you can imagine that control panel, that device, it's already there, just waiting, ready. You can feel it forming even now, a tool, a symbol, a construct that fits perfectly with your unconscious mind. Like it's always been a part of you, just waiting for you to notice it, waiting for you to reach out and touch it. And when you do, something extraordinary happens. The tension eases, the energy shifts, the dial begins to turn. You can turn down the intensity of that old memory, soften the sharpness of it, or maybe, just for fun, turn it to black and white, shrink it down to the size of a postcard, or turn it into an old film reel and watch it fade into the distance. Notice how good that feels. Notice how easy it is to adjust those dials, change those settings, how natural it is to influence the experience, not by force, but with curiosity, with playfulness. And the more you play with it, the more control you feel. Because control is an illusion until it isn't, until it becomes real, until it becomes yours. And here's something else. We always find what we need. Sometimes it comes disguised as a memory, a problem, a symbol you weren't expecting. Other times it's right there in plain sight, like wearing the exact colours that symbolize what you need to move forward. Without even realizing it, you're unconscious. It's already pointing the way. Always organizing experiences in ways that make sense, once you just know how to look at them. And this tool, this control panel you're creating now, it's more than just a tool. It's an invitation, an open doorway, a gallery of possibility the unconscious mind is already filling with resources, insights and solutions. You don't have to look for them. They're already here, already part of you, just waiting to unfold in just the right way at just the right time. Because that is how your mind works. It's always predicting, always creating the next step before you even realize you've taken it. And isn't it fascinating how the smallest change, subtle shift, it can open up entirely new pathways? How simple reframe, a new perspective, it can transform something that once felt overwhelming into something manageable or even easy. You've already experienced it, haven't you? That feeling of stepping out of an old emotion, seeing it from the outside, noticing how it begins to change all on its own, like clouds just moving across the sky. And the urge to quit, the one that shows up just before everything clicks, that's a signal that you're closer than you think. That success is already unfolding, even when it feels messy, even when it feels uncertain, especially when it feels uncertain. And when you look back on it, really look back, you'll see how every step, every choice, every twist and turn was all just leading you here, not by accident, but by design. Your unconscious has been working on this for longer than you know. It's all connected. When you go back, when you float back through time, tying up the loose ends, you'll see it, won't you? How every thread weaves into the next, forming something stronger than ever was before. That's the magic of transition, of metaphor. It's like walking through a doorway, stepping from one state into another, or discovering a hidden beach, a secret passage, a staircase that spirals downwards, deeper and deeper into the core of it all. With every step, you peel back another layer, each one lighter than the last, until you reach the centre, the place where transformation happens on its own, where old limits dissolve like mist in the morning sun, and new possibilities rise to take their place. So process, yes, but it's your process. When you trust it, when you let it unfold in its own way, everything changes effortlessly, naturally, powerfully. Because once you've touched the control panel, once you've seen what's possible, you can never go back to pretending you're powerless. Not really, not ever.